In today's episode, we're going to take you to one of our most remote boondocking spots yet.
And as most of you know, we've been on the road for 3 years, and on numerous occasions, you've seen me take the polar plunge. Well, this week, we're trying to convince Michelle to do it. What do you think? You gotta do what's necessary for the fans. So one of the things we really look forward to is the cool encounters that we're gonna run into during a hike. We're gonna let him go that direction, do his thing.
If you watched last week, you saw Kyle and I take on a pet sitting service. Well, Kyle takes on a new service this week.
So as you know, we love to camp with friends.
We do.
So what could possibly go wrong? Your haircut looks like a serial killer right now. Good morning. Chilly morning this morning. It is 32 degrees here. I don't know if you can see my breath as we get ready to head out of our fun boondocking spot outside of Leadville. We're all hitched up. We just had to pull up front to put on the weight distribution bars. I don't like driving on the uneven roads with the weight distribution bars on because it puts too much torque on the frame. So shout out to the city of Kremling, Colorado. We stopped here at I'm assuming the city runs it. It's a water station, and it's got chlorinated water, potable water, 25 cents for 25 gallons basically. But yeah, we are about an hour and a half into our adventure today to our new boondocking spot. So we're looking forward to checking this place out. It's going to be pretty remote. That's what I know about it. There's only one review on Campendium, so rest assured we're going to do a video review of it. So welcome to Mill Creek Dispersed Camping. It's out here, folks. It's off the paved road like 8 miles or so. We're just coming here to scout. This is not a good sign. I think there's another entrance a little bit further down. So I'm gonna drive down, or probably walk down there and see if there's a little better spot. But yeah, there's plenty of room. There's nobody out here right now. So that's a good sign. But Michelle's coming. She was just making sure the cats were okay. But yeah, looks pretty. Nice, quiet, peaceful out here. There's a couple campers down that direction. There's a huge spot right here we could park. I'm gonna walk down this way. I'm gonna give Michelle the camera for a few minutes.
This is a nice site, but the entrance doesn't look too promising over there with all the water and the potholes. So we'll see how this goes.
We found a nice spot. I actually came down to the next entrance to the area. There was a little bit of potholes filled with muddy water. I'll probably insert the pictures here of us driving in. But we found this great spot. Storm clouds are coming, so we are going to set down the camera and get ourselves unpacked and set up before the rain rolls in, hopefully. But there's plenty of space here for all of our friends. Morning, folks. It's been a little bit since we picked up the camera, probably about a week. We arrived at Mill Creek Dispersed Camping here near Red Feather Lake / Bellevue, Colorado. Michelle and I are out on a hike today.
We are.
What hike are we doing, Michelle?
The Rawah Trail. We think it's pronounced Rawah.
Yeah.
It's spelled R-A-W-A-H. How would you pronounce it?
Yeah, we have no idea, so we're just gonna call it the Rawah Trail. So this is actually a 22-mile trail with 4,000 feet of elevation, and as you can see, I didn't bring a backpack. I'm making Michelle carry everything like a burro. We're actually just getting out for a walk today. We're not doing this trail. I mean, we're gonna hike probably about 1.5 miles in and then 1.5 miles back. That way we just do a little warm-up hike. Our friends Reagan and Coral showed up a couple days ago, so they're camped with us, and Sean and Lauren and Aiden are coming over hopefully tonight if they can make it all in one trip from down in Colorado Springs. And we'll be here probably about another 10 days or so, 8 days, something like that. So it's a beautiful spot. We're walking right next to the Rawah Ranch, and it's a pretty luxurious resort ranch, guest ranch. I stopped in there the other day. to chat with them, and the place is gorgeous. We got online and looked, and it's $850 per night per person, with a minimum of 3 nights. And if you wanted to fly solo, the $850, you get another $250 added to it per night with a minimum of 3 nights. But it's basically, I mean, they got horseback riding, fly fishing, archery, mountain bike. They got everything. It's all-inclusive resort, so it's really nice. It's right here on the Laramie River. So we'll be back and show you a little bit of this trail. I just avenged my poor performance over in Creed on poo stick racing, as Teresa and Rick call it, where you drop a stick into the river in competition to see who floats to a established finish line. Michelle, how'd mine do compared to yours?
He creamed me. I mean, mine, you didn't even see it go under the bridge until like seconds later.
It's probably more like minutes. It was such a domination.
Must have got stuck on something.
Poo, it got stuck on poo. So we made it to 1.5 miles in, which was kind of our goal. We figured, we'll do about 3 miles total.
Yeah, an easy one today.
Having a little snack.
Pepperoni.
Meat prizes. Beautiful trail. Kind of makes me want to be a overnight backpack hiker with a tent. I used to have a really cool hiking tent. It was probably like 1.5 people. So we probably could have utilized it, but I don't know if I sold it or gave it away or what I did with it.
Who knows?
Yeah, and I used to have a sleeping pad, but I loaned that to my buddy Mark back at home. Shout out to Mark Figley.
Hi, Mark. Miss you.
He's got my sleeping pad, and I never got it back because I didn't think I was really going to need it as we hit the road. But who knows? Maybe I'll reclaim it when I go back to Indianapolis next summer. But yeah, we're going to hike back down, and we'll check back in with you here at the end. Pepperoni. Hopefully you guys were able to see that. I saw something moving in going down by the creek. I don't know if he's going to be over there where we're headed, but wow, that's cool. He was just down there drinking water out of the creek, and we were talking about going to the other side and trying to get a picture or video of the waterfall. So maybe we'll see him over on the other side. There he goes, right back down the trail we came from. So who knows? Hopefully we don't get too close to him as we're hiking back down. Oh no, he's kind of running down the trail. I see a cool encounter. We're gonna let him go that direction, do his thing. We're gonna go up here, see if we can get you guys a good video of the waterfall. And maybe I'll talk Michelle into getting into it. We'll see. Hopefully you can hear me over the water, but what do you think? All right, Lou and Melody, you asked for it. Today's the day. For many of you guys, you've seen when I do the polar plunge. I jumped in Kolchuk Lake. I jumped in Browns Creek Trail Lake, or the river. And Michelle has never done it. She's always chickened out. But today's the day. I've convinced her to climb in under the waterfall. So she's gonna head over there, take off her shoes, climb in the bottom of the waterfall here, and take a shower for the first time in a week. All right, here she goes. We don't have any towels with us or anything, so she's gonna hike back a little damp, and freezing, I'm sure. All right, let's go. Get under the water. That doesn't count. That doesn't count. She didn't get under like she was taking a shower. She was too far out this way. What do you guys think? Comment below.
Well, I did it, and that water was freezing cold.
50-50. She didn't get all the way in and take a shower.
Well, I will tell you, the rocks, and even though I took the long way around, I was hoping there would be like not rocks that weren't as slippery, but man, they were slippery. And your girl's not about to break a toe to get under a waterfall. So I did the best I could.
You got to do what's necessary for the fans.
Well, I did.
If a broken toe is what it takes, you break a toe. Right? No. Tell her, folks.
No, should I have just risked it and broke a toe on the algae-covered rocks under the water that I couldn't see? And the whole time while I'm trying to breathe in and out because that water was such a shock to the system because it was so cold. I consider it a win.
Nope.
Do you?
75%. What a fun trail. We're thinking we might actually see if Sean, Lauren, and Aiden, and maybe Coral want to come back later this week and do that hike again. We'll hike up to the waterfall, and maybe all of us will get in. We'll see. Bring our water shoes and stuff. So we're just getting back to the trailhead, and we've got two little friendlies here waiting to greet us. Let's see if they let us get anywhere near them.
I'm making friends everywhere I go.
Hi guys.
I don't have anything. I'm sorry. I don't have any food. I don't have anything. Hi, you're beautiful. Look at you. Oh.
He doesn't want me touching him. He doesn't like boys. Oh, here's an albino one. Hi, sweetie.
Aww, you're so cute. Hi.
Oh yeah, his eyes are even blue.
Hello, these darn flies.
So the tribe just got bigger. The Austins are on their way. They're traveling down Laramie Road right now. I just hit them up on the walkie. They were about 2.5 miles away, so I was pretty happy with the distance. I think ours is a little more powerful than theirs, so the fact that we're getting 2.5 miles on their walkie-talkie is pretty good. Hi, Austins!
So, you remember all those things you told me to do? Like fill up with diesel and get water and all that?
I remember that.
You didn't do any of
60 miles to empty.
Oh, well, I got to drive in too to town. Hey, buddy! How are you? Yeah! Nice to see you again.
Oh, Dagny's excited to see you.
Hey, Dagny! You get to play with
Dagny,
Loki.
Get in the back. Get in the back.
All right, come on in. All right, we're gonna get them parked, or we're gonna show them their options first. So I bit the bullet. Sean talked me into it, and so the gas location near where we were camped, and when I say near, an hour away, or 45 minutes away, doesn't have diesel. So I drove into Walden with him. He brought his truck because he was almost, I mean, he barely made it in. He was on fumes. But we are here. The Walden Municipal Park has potable water as well as a dump station. Rock on. We're not going to be coming back this way when we leave, but I figured I'd come into town with him. We got our propane tanks filled up, and let me move that out of the way, and then filling up with gas so that we're good to go when we head out of our boondocking spot, and we won't have to come back an hour to get any more gas. So I'm gonna go ahead and get us filled up here, and I got my 4 5-gallon buckets back here, and we'll have plenty of water for our stay. Saw a moose and her baby. See where she's at. Oh, there she is. There's the baby over there. I don't know if you can see in the trees. Welcome everyone. Welcome to the Wandering Shores. If you were checking last time, was the pet sitting service. Now we've got the little human sitting services. Aiden's here just chilling with me by the river while Mom and Dad do a podcast interview, and to be announced later, I'm sure. But I told them I would take Aiden with me, and we'd come down by the river and play in the water a little bit. He was having a little bit of a meltdown when we first left in the little running stroller, but he quickly calmed down, and when he got down the water, he got super excited and stepped right in. So, another service offered by the Wandering Shores. What's next? Who knows? Happy Sunday, everyone. So we are out on the trail again. Sean and Lauren aren't able to go with us today. They got too much stuff to still work on over in the camper. So we are gonna go on a hike with them later this week before we head out next weekend. But we're pretty excited about this one. This is called Camp Lake Trail. This is another one of those where it's extremely long, extremely high elevation game and difficulty, but we're just gonna hike out probably about 2.5 miles and then turn around and come back. We don't know what we'll see along the way. Like our last hike that you probably saw earlier in this video, we got the surprise with a real nice waterfall. So fingers crossed, but Michelle's here.
I'm here. It's a beautiful day.
It's supposed to be up about 79 degrees today, so it's about 10 o'clock in the morning, so we got out here a little bit earlier so we didn't get out here in the middle of the heat of the day. So, as you probably saw on that sign there, all the markings for this trail say West Branch, but when I downloaded it off of All Trails, we're doing the portion of the Camp Lake Trail. And so I'll put that video, or I'll put that link for the All Trails version of this down in the video description. So
We're
be sure to
hiking
check
out
that
here in Colorado currently, and safety is always at the forefront of our minds because this is bear country. So a couple things that we have that give us peace of mind. We each have our own walkie-talkie. We each have our own can of bear spray, which that is recommended. Each person should have a can of bear spray. And in some places where bear activity is extremely high, each person should have 2 cans of bear spray. We each have our own bear bell, and then Kyle carries his Byrna. I don't typically carry mine. I probably could, but he has his Byrna. And with those things, we feel pretty safe. Now, if you have any questions about the Byrna or you're unfamiliar with what I'm talking about, check out our video we did a few weeks ago about safety, and a large section of that is about the Byrna.
So I can see why they mark this as hard on the All Trails review. So we're about 1.5 miles in. We've already climbed almost 480 feet of elevation. So it's pretty much just straight uphill. There's a few switchbacks, but not a ton. And as you'll see here, you just never know what you're gonna see as you're hiking the trail. We've seen a lot of hikers hiking back towards the trailhead from overnight trips. Most of them said they've been out here 2 or 3 days, but nothing like this. We made it to the turnaround. 2.49, so basically 2.5 miles in. I just looked. We did 700 feet of elevation. I was telling Michelle as we were hiking that I think I may have messed up. So I had several trails downloaded on All Trails to do while we were in the area, or to think about doing. And on several of them, I watched on All Trails you can route the trip if you have the pro version. So I routed it, and I saw it basically walked all along this creek or stream until I got to a split at the 2.5 mile mark, and was only about 300 to 400 feet of elevation gain. And I think this morning when I went and put it on my watch and subsequently hit the directions to get to the trailhead, I think we took the trail that I had not looked at, because there was no way I thought that, in 2.5 miles we were going to climb almost 700 feet of elevation. So, but yeah, we're just stopping for a snack. No pepperoni today, folks. Jack Links. Thank you. Fantastic little beef jerky, or not beef jerky, beef stick. So, we'll turn around here and hike back. We're gonna take a little break. It's a little buggy right here. There's a little creek right here, but it's flowing pretty good. But it seems like there's a bunch of mosquitoes, but I got bug spray on, so does Michelle. So we'll be back with you here shortly. We made it back to the trailhead, and I realized that this teeter-totter looking thing is probably for people to weigh their pack, but I don't understand how it works. So obviously there's a weight down there on that end, and then there's a number, which I'm assuming means 25 pounds and 45 pounds. And mine's kind of right in the middle of probably about 35 or so. But I don't know if that's right, because if my pack was heavier and I put it out here, it's gonna, that thing's gonna stay way up in the air, because that's where it was when I put the backpack on there. So I don't know how. If you guys know how this works, comment below. So today's the day, folks. We've been waiting for it for, well, since January when I met these two.
My hair wasn't that long back then.
I'm gonna zoom in and show you guys.
When we're being
Since I did the poll mid-June.
Yeah.
Your haircut looks like a serial killer right now. You look like Ted Kaczynski. That's who you look like.
You're the one who said I should cut it.
It's true.
No, everybody said you should cut it. Okay, that's enough.
No.
Just leave it like that.
He's going a little further back. No, go a little further back.
So as you guys know, we're in a pretty remote area, Colorado, and the next 3 or 4 days are going to be full of rain, and we were running low on gasoline for the generator, and since we're not getting enough solar each day to keep up with things, I figured I'd make a run into Echo Canyon to get some gas, which is about an hour away from the campsite. And as you can see here, they have a very interesting gasoline setup. So I went in and I asked them, told them I needed to get gas because clearly there's no pay at the pump. And she said, oh, I just need your driver's license. I came back in. She goes, just FYI, you'll have no idea how much gas you've pumped in. There's nothing, nothing turning or reading the number of gallons you put in. And I said, oh, that's no big deal. I've got 3 gas cans and I put a little bit in the truck. I'll just come back in when I'm done. So $4.99 a gallon, which is not horrible. I think it was about $4.39, I think, over on the other side of the state at Walden when we went, last week or something with Sean. So, but I got us all filled up with gas. As you can see here, I found a cool old relic, and if you guys can find this and get your picture taken next to it, I'll be more than happy to send you a sticker. Afternoon, folks. Shout out to the Wander Squad. So today Michelle and I have brought Lauren and Aiden with us, and we are going to hike the Rawah Trail again up to the waterfall that you guys probably saw. And this time we came a little more prepared with regard to our water shoes and etc. So I may actually be able to get Michelle all the way into the waterfall this time. So we're just walking over here to see the horses first. Made it back to the waterfall. Here comes Lauren and Aiden. Michelle with Dagny behind. Oh yeah, there it is.
It's Kyle's turn to get in the water.
This is for the Wander Squad! Woo! Woo! Oh. That's a bit chilly. Woo! Wow. So we're fast forwarding 10 days from when we were last here. Michelle has now seen Lauren and I get into the waterfall, and she has built up what we're calling some courage. We'll see. She's just over there getting prepped right now. But she does have her water shoes, so she can't say, I thought I was gonna break a toe. She's throwing her shirt to the masses. All right, let's just see what if she gets in.
Oh,
then sit on the rock. Yeah. Scoot back further into the water. You gotta go back further. You're already there, you might as well finish the job. There you go. I'll give that a 7. I'm giving that a 7, folks. What do you think? Comment below. Good morning. So the time has finally come for us to leave this amazing spot here on Laramie River Road outside of Red Feather, Colorado, and the whole crew is leaving. So as you can see, we're all getting ready. And we're heading to our next destination. So we're pretty excited. For those of you who are not subscribers to our newsletter, you won't know this, but we have decided not to head to Wyoming and South Dakota as we originally planned. So we got a new place coming today. So.
If you watched last week, you saw that Kyle and I are taking on... Oh, no. If you...
Why can't you remember your lines? It's only like 2 sentences.
If you watched...
Try again. Tell the folks what they want to hear.